beautiful. When beautiful fail to pray fully. Ungayi ngokuthi hayi ungibonile ukutala ukuthi ngimhle akangeke ayenze izinto ezifani ngami. I am here to say to mntanami, your prayerfulness will beat your beautiful if your beautiful fail to pray fully. Amen ozalwane. Pray mntanami noma sekuhamba kuhle noma sekuphuma wrinkles, because your prayerful will beat the beautiful when the beautiful fail to pray fully. Amen ozalwane. In other words, let's learn to have a discerning spirit at all times. Ngokuhlala edolweni. Amen ozalwane. I often say that when you want to have your warfare in life, wage your war in your knee. Amen ozalwane. Ungamkotela amavesi amaningi mina ngisempini ngenisa mina edolweni. Help me to wage my war in my knees. Because theology, as much as I may have a degree and doctorate in theology, that will not help me when I'm faced with my warfare. I need to go down on my knees. I need to wage war in my neology, not theology. Theology goes out of the window when you are faced with trials and tribulations in life. You must wage your war in neology. Upeyitolo ukyakwalo lomkhuleko hlala edolweni. Uma umshado wakho ugiqa hlala edolweni. Uma abantwana bakho bengafuna ukulalela hlala edolweni. Balula abantwana bakho ngomkhuleko. Amen ozalwane. I hope ngikhuluma athanda general ke manje. Khona nama single parent lana abantwana abangafuna ukulalela. Balula abantwana bakho ngomkhuleko. Especially those of ours our drug addicts. There's no amount of talking that you will save your drug addict. Believe me, I had to counsel many of those drug addicts in life. There's no amount of talking that you will do to save a drug addict. A drug addict is saved supernaturally by God. Invoke the power kaNkulunkulu ngomkhuleko. Uthi uNkulunkulu ukhumbule ingane zami. Azange wamnika ingane zami ukuthi zibe izidakwa zenyawuphe, zibe izidakwa zalokhu nalokhu. Amen ozalwane. Call God unto your children and see uNkulunkulu esindisa abantwana bakho. So the third is that one of smelling. And smelling comes by discerning. Amen ozalwane. Khona omunye umzekelo before ngidlule la. Uba unkosikazi nalapho uya kumfundisi uthi mfundisi, I smelled a rat the day my husband said to me he is working our night shift. All of a sudden lo baba sekasebenza ebusuku kodwa throughout iminyaka zange basebenza ama night shift emsebenzini wakhe. Uthi mfundisi, I took a risk ngelinye lamalanga. Ngathi ngo-12 ebusuku ngizovuka ngithatha imoto ngiyodraya lapha emsebenzini wakhe. Uthi ngempela mangidlula emsebenzini wakhe i-office lakhe licimile, i-office leboss lakhe licimile, i-office lama-colleagues wabo licimile, akunamuntu emsebenzini. Kodwa lo baba uthi kimi usebenza ebusuku. Amazwana. Usebenza ngiloze ebusuku. Amazwana. So as umama have the ability to smell the rat, Ubaba beginner to have his waywardness. Amazon. Have your antenna very loud. Amazon. Izokhuluma nawe ukuthi ubaba wakwakho akaseyenzi zona. Sekaphumile sandleni. Amazon. And you begin to wage the war edolweni. Amazon. Umbuyise from his waywardness, from that dolo. Amazon. Unekudolo ikutyakwalo. Amazon. The second last one is that of taste. Now taste is beautiful because it has already 5 tastes. Also the element of grace is coming in there. What are the 5 tastes that we are familiar with? What is the 5 tastes? Sweet, yes. Second, sour. Third, bitter. Fourth, salty. And the 5th one, I know many people are struggling with this one. No, not chili. Chili. Okay, no, not chili. What is the last one? It is savory.
Oh, yes.
Amazon. And I can tell you of all these, learning here, because a savory taste is the one that gives you flavor. Amazon. So if you want your marriage to be vibrant, to be flamboyant, to be flavor, to have flavor, you must have a savory marriage. Amazon. Now, now homework. How many knows what is it? Your taste. Is it a sweet marriage? Is it a sour marriage? Is it a salty marriage? Is it a bitter marriage? And is it a savory marriage? When you are having a sweet marriage, you can still celebrate because at least there's sweetness there. But even anything that is too sweet, it's sugar diabetes. So let's balance the sweetness. Also, the saltiness. Once see the cool the salt is high. So let's balance our saltiness. But of course, it's sour. We cannot tolerate the sour. Let's take the lemons that they give us and turn them into lemonade. Okay, that's right. Also, we cannot tolerate the bitterness. Because the bitterness develops a depression. So let's move away from the depression, bitterness. But the one that you must strive for is the one of savory. Because savory gives you flavor. Vibrant all the time. Uzoba ne flavor. Uzoba tasty. Umshado wakho. Ngithi mina sekungenzeki any other things. Sekungenzeki any other things. But because your marriage is savory, kuzawuhlala kune flavor. You will find ways to complement ezinye izinto ezingenzeki emshadweni because your marriage is savory. Ngisho mina umshado osavory, umshado ozothi omunye uspouse angene engozini abe paralyzed from neck down. But because umshado wenu niulwise ukuthi ahlale savory mode, you will always have love for each other. Normal umuntu seka paralyzed from neck down and izophila happily after that incident. Because you have learned to live a life of savory marriage. You keep the flavor going. Nijokelane man. Ungasoloko ukuthi omunye seloko chimpanzee njalo. No, akunicrack ismile inyana. Ubaba ufike emsebenzini udiniwe, thatha newspaper, ujonga newspaper. The next thing kubukudla nkosikazi. The next thing sekambhedeni. Where is a sharing moment? Let's have our light moments in Shatwe. Let's keep Mishato here to savory. Okay? Mushato Kiwi is kept savory at all times. The last one is the one of touch. This one is important because it brings consolation. You console umkakho or umyeni wakho with your soft touch. Ngithi mina seke galunwabo unkosikazi. Uzazi ukuthi wenze okurongo wena uyindoda. There's nothing that beats ienga kankosikazi wakho above into yokuthi umnike a small smooth touch. Uthi kuye, I am sorry my dear. That touch goes a long way. And also about the physiology, they will also say to you, actually, I've lived that experience myself during my advent of COVID. While I was still at ICU, after V Gxagxama, Gibona, my doctor, across the ward, a tata phone to the family, yalomuntu. And no muntu sese kukhoma naye mina ngisheshe ngavuka kunaye lo muntu sesikukhoma but ukhuluma ne-family member uthi kule family member nangu mbone khuluma naye but ukukhoma but uzokuzwa ivoice yakho uzoyizwa khuluma naye. And the person on the other side began to talk amazulwane and wakhuluma nalo muntu Now after that experience ngiyambiza udokotela ngithi dokotela, what was it that you were doing there? Lo muntu lo kuyikhoma kodwa uthi wena kulomndeni akakhulume uzokuzwa uthi you know what, there's research that was done by scientists that says umuntu noma sekuyikhoma if une-touch ye-family member yakhe ayithanda kakhulu lo muntu uyashesha ukurecoverisha. Noma sekuzwa ivoice yomuntu amthanda kakhulu lo muntu uyashesha ukurecoverisha. That is actually the one of the treatment abayenzayo kubantu be-COVID, because now ama-visitations besingakhona ukuvisitelwa. Mina I had to survive my coma, ngade ngazibuyela kwi-coma ngingedwa ngina-visit amazolane. But abodokotela found a trick ukuthi bathathe i-video and nami bangenzile lonto leyo. I had to ngibe ne-video call nomndeni wami wonke nabantu abami ngisanda kuvuka kwi-coma amazolane. And that thing accelerated my recovery from a coma amazolane. So what is that relevance kwi-ticket bazalwane emshadweni is that you must always keep in touch nomuntu wakho. Ngithi mina sosebenza in a distant town. I know ukhuluma ngawe ke Makaringa, you are having a beautifully a wonderfully distant marriage. Without putting her on the spot, umyeni wakhe use Port Elizabeth and yena use Gauteng. Ungangishayi after this ukuthi ngikhulume ngawe or ungangicebi kumyeni wakho. But I love the way they connect all the time. Amazulwane. They don't forget each other's birthday. And they visit each other during ama Valentines. And they always are with each other. Amazulwane. I remember when Makaringa was having a platform to preach Lana, umyeni wakhe had to fly all the way from PE to come and be here in the church to give a moral support to unkosikazi wakhe. Ngoba unkosikazi wakhe planning yokushumayela on that day. We were all the way from PE azela just to come and give moral support to unkosikazi wakhe uba eshumayela. Amazulwane. So learn to keep the connectivity of umuntu wakho at all times. Amazulwane. Because nyakubula mosisingesi bathi out of sight, out of mind. Amazulwane. So by giving umuntu wakho ukuthi ahlale ecabanga ngawe, always text him, not to always not to tracker. No, not to stalker, that's the word I want. Not to stalker, you don't stalk your husband. Actually, that is evil to stalk your own spouse. But kuna abantu abastokana nayo la. Umuntu astalk umyeni wakhe. Ayifuna umbona ukuthi wenzani manje. Amazulwane. Seka remote control umyeni manje. Akakhona ukuziphilela. Especially la cell phone akhona ukudetermine ukuthi umuntu uhamba kuphi manje. Kring sekafonelwa. Ufunani Alex. Kostazi, ngingangazabeli namadada. Ngiyabona ifoni yakho ithi Alex, ufunani Alex? Uthenga ibuye forways, yini Alex? No, bazalwane, relax, chillax. Ngeke umyeni wakho azenzele into yakhe. Amazulwane. So in a nutshell, bazalwane, those are the 5 senses, amazulwane, that you must always develop. And these 5 senses are the 5 stones that you can win the battle or the Goliaths or the Philistines of your warfare. Amazulwane. Because the imishado yethu is faced with our warfares. Actually, empilweni, all of us were faced by our warfares. But here is an example that I want to say. Remember, I said to you, the 5 stones are also representative of the word Jesus. J-E-S-U-S. Jesus. That was the meaning of those 5 stones. So when David took the 5 stones, he was taking uJesu uqobo lwakhe. That is why azothi kuGoliath when uzagiving inkembe verse 45 of the same chapter sifundile. Uzagiving inkembe nako ngemikhonto nangayonke amajavelin, kodwa mina ngiza kuwe ngegama. lika Jesu. And after that, he sling a shot of one stone, and it hit Goliath. I was like, and the Bible says, and Goliath, wow. I wish I can have a demonstration, but I hope I can just explain it. Goliath, because the science suggests that when there is a force that is coming your way and it hits you, and you have a tendency to fall to the direction of that force. Even if it was coming sideways, if it hits you on the side, you will fall to the direction of that force. But not this time around. When Goliath was hit by the stone, he had to be, Goliath must fall face down. And every scholar was perturbed. Why is this contrary to the physics? Because the physics says Goliath must fall head up. But now he falls face down. And one beautiful learned scholar picked it up and said, no, because it was here Philippi chapter number 2, verse 10. In the name of Jesus Christ, every knee shall bow. So Goliath, as much as he was a giant, and as much as Abe Sabisa and Biloniago, but because when I was there, not Jesus, he had to bow down. He has no option. He's a killing Anzami. And it's our face. But once you have the stone of Jesus Christ, the rock of all ages, every knee will bow at the mention of the word Jesus Christ. I remember a person, he's a counselor. But you went for this, you can't tell him what you Jalo as a game of counseling, everyone counseling. You couldn't do anything I have, but you could not post on Krupa M17. What you know? Out of Katalam for this, not to go here. How would that Islam Sakonji? O Pege, Hili Islam, O Palek to the hill, Ikamala Lumut. And then, Mopali Kamalaki, Mangana office. Oh, the devil, you are under my feet. Devil, you are under my feet. Devil, you are under my feet. Who can't get Uti, who's over the Gala and Puloniaco? Oh, Tim Fundisi, Azangan Tolly break. Because after that, Lomut was a given city. Let your same answer. Give figure office in, but the devil is under my feet. Devil is under my feet. And the devil left me. Because the focus shifted from hearing what the devil is saying to him. I was shifted what is uttering words towards the devil. Amazon. So with the warfare, you must always have the presence of the mind to confess words that are biblical, that will make your war to be subdued. Amazon. So that whenever enemy that is faced, you can bow at the mention of the name of Jesus Christ. Amazon. So I was here to just give the bullets of welcome to Inganzetu, and to also Malaye, which Bangaponi, Omuhamba again, Bekokota, Kuma witch doctor, Nabo Mami and Kaza, Befuna a recipe, which in Namfisa and me and one Anglalene. No. Let us do and Kataluchi, no one together. Oye work advisor. Ukuthi ukhutala ukuze umfake endleleni. Hamba uye kubaba uyangichaza uzokunika isipoponi ukuthi ugalelele etiyeni lakhe akulandele. Ungayenzi lonto mntanami. Umyeni ulungiswa ngedolo. Amen ozalwane. Ayikho enye into lidolo elilungisa umyeni. Amen ozalwane. So ngawolo mazwi I am here to say